Tonight's music selection made by Commissioner Wasserman was I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. At our next City Commission meeting on April 10th, the music selection will be made by Commissioner Rydell. We'd like to remind everyone to please silence your mobile devices. To help with sound quality, please make sure to speak clearly and directly into your microphone and mute your microphone when you're not speaking. If anyone is having trouble hearing at any point during the meeting, please raise your hand and someone will bring you an audio assistance device. Thank you.
City Clerk Kavanaugh, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Rydell.
Here.
Commissioner Wasserman.
Here.
Commissioner Brody.
Here.
Vice Mayor Raley.
Here.
Mayor Welch.
Here.
City Manager Rose.
Here.
City Attorney Pyburn.
Here.
Before I ask everyone to rise and join me in the pledge, I would ask that you remain standing for a moment of silence in memoriam of Gary Innocent, Utilities and Engineering Utility Service Worker 2. He was 33 years old, and he was hired as a utility service worker on June 25th, 2018, subsequently promoted to U.S. Worker 2. His wife is Sierra, and his daughter is Ariana, 9 years old. Gary was a very humble individual. He loved to play basketball in his spare time, and he had a way of lighting up a room with his presence, and he will truly be missed. So if you'll join me in the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
This meeting is being conducted live with a physical quorum present. The material for today's meeting is available online at coconutcreek.net. Anyone wishing to appeal any decision made will need a record of the proceedings, and for such purpose may need to ensure that a verbatim recording of the proceedings is made, including the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The archive of this meeting may be requested from the city clerk or may be heard online at coconutcreek.net. If you haven't already, please silence your mobile devices. If you must take a phone call, please excuse yourself and step outside. Respect and proper decorum will be maintained throughout the meeting. Vocal outbursts, jeering, cheering, or applause can impair the rights of others and derail the decision-making process.
The first presentation we'll have will be the election results of the March 11, 2025 municipal election. And we'll again have City Clerk Kavanaugh to read the election results into the record.
Thank you, Mayor. The City of Coconut Creek received certified election results from the Broward County Supervisor of Elections Office on Friday, March 14th, for the March 11th, 2025 municipal election for the City Commission seats in Districts B, C, and E, each with a 4-year term of office. I will now report the certified election results of the municipal election. For District B, Jacqueline Raley received 2,724 votes, and Philippa Sklar received 753 votes. Based on the aforementioned results, Jacqueline Raley is declared the winner of the City Commission seat in District B. For District C, Patricia Louise Dwebase received 1,024 votes, and Sandra L. Sandy Welch received 2,407 votes. Based on the aforementioned results, Sandy Welch is declared the winner of the City Commission seat in District C. For District E, Felicia Schumann Newkirk received 508 votes, and Joshua David Rydell received 2,916 votes. Based on the aforementioned results, Joshua Rydell is declared the winner of City Commission seat in District E. This concludes the reading of the certified election results for the March 11th, 2025 municipal election. Thank you.
Thank you, City Clerk Kavanaugh. Our next presentation is the investiture of elected commissioners for Districts B, C, and E. And they, would you like to do District B first?
I think that would be appropriate.
All right. I think next is District C.
course.
Squeeze them, Yvonne, squeeze them.
You can actually come over here. You can spread a little bit. You don't have to go in the back. You don't have to go in the back. Come. I can't see you. Come all the way out. That's fine. Very good. Okay. Ready? Come on.
And now City Clerk, District E.
Hello, my name's John. You all voted for me, you just didn't realize it. I'm one of your judges. I spent a huge portion of
Okay, back there. I need a little space. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Okay, a little more this one, just a touch. Perfect, okay.
I heard mumbling up there about Marines eating crayons.
Not twice you didn't.
I feel it incumbent to respond to that. Thank you. Apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, he was in the Army. Thank you for your service. I was in the military.
Are we ready to move to agenda item number 3?
Yes, and I'd be happy if you'd read it rather than my...
Good evening. It is my sincere pleasure tonight to thank Mayor Sandra Welsh for her exceptional service as mayor over the past year and her unwavering dedication to the city. She is everywhere. She has the energy of 3, and she has a belly laugh that is contagious. It really is. Since moving to Coconut Creek in 1997, Mayor Welsh has been deeply committed to the city. Long before she was a city commissioner, she was part of the Women's Club. She served on the Parks and Rec Advisory Board, was in fact part of the city's first Citizens Academy, and she helped form the strategic vision for the city, which at the time was called Vision 2020. And I would say that's when I knew Sandy, would be a fabulous addition to this city commission. I will take credit for encouraging her to run at that time. It seems like a long time ago, and I know a lot of people had a hand in that, but that was very clear in my mind. Mayor Welsh is a tireless advocate for our residents, whether fighting against the landfill, the expansion of the turnpike, or promoting some of the sustainable initiatives. I mean, she takes garbage very, very seriously and does everything she can to impact the landfill, to work for closure of the landfill, and to make our community more sustainable. I will give her entire credit for removing 49 tons of waste from the landfill through her recycling efforts with the drop-off facilities and our other composting activities. So I really congratulate you on that, and I find that wonderful.
Team effort.
Her dedication to education is truly inspiring. Sandy is involved in almost every school in the city. She serves on advisory councils. She mentors students through junior achievement. And she is always open to speaking at the school board and supporting the issues that are important to Coconut Creek. Most recently, she was an advocate for the redefining of the schools, which impacts Coconut Creek Elementary. And if you can just see the futuristic thought of the Coconut Creek Education Corridor being a place where your kid could start in kindergarten and go all the way through college. In part, that's thanks to Sandy. So I really appreciate that, and I think that's just exceptional. Mayor Welsh routinely visits businesses, homes, neighborhood associations throughout the great city, but she's always eager to thank the employees for what they do. It really stands out. She makes a point of asking thoughtful questions to our employees and to business communities about how we can serve them better, how their families are, how they're doing. It really embodies that small-town personal touch. Our police and fire department always appreciate you're allowing them to showcase what they can do, and that is because of your true, genuine love of the city. I'd like to close with how genuine Sandy is with our city employees. She never walks into a meeting without welcoming the employees, asking about their children, and remembering the names of their children and their spouses, and being genuinely thoughtful about listening to what they have to say and making this a wonderful place to work. Mayor Welsh is tireless in her passion for Coconut Creek. You know, it is a special place, and you are a special leader in that area. So I really just wanted to say thank you from the staff, and I'm sure from the City Commission, for all that you do for the city of Coconut Creek, and it's been a banner year. So thank you.
Bless you.
I just want to say it's been an incredible year. It was very busy, and I was glad to be able to have a team builder. I thought we were going to have two, but we had one team builder with all of the commission, and it was really good. We won't say who won at pickleball. We'll just say we all gave it our all, including the administration that was there with us, and then allowing me and Vice Mayor Raley to take the Creek Cares video tour around to some of the nonprofits here in the city was really very special, and just a wonderful year. I'll never forget it, and now we can just get down and do our job. So thank you, anyone that voted. Even if you didn't vote for me, I'm just saying I'll still represent you as all the other commissioners will, and just love being in our city. Thank you again. All right, now let's get to the good part. Agenda item 4 is Resolution 2025-042, and it's a resolution appointing a mayor and vice mayor for a one-year term. First, we'll have the nomination of the new mayor, and I will ask for nominations for the mayor. But I will begin by passing the gavel to my Vice Mayor Raley. I'd like to open up the nominations by nominating my pleasure and honor to nominate Vice Mayor Raley as mayor.
I second the nomination.
So it was,
I'll second.
no. Give me that gavel. So I nominated, that was former Mayor Welch nominated, and it was seconded by Commissioner Rydell. Are there any other nominations? All right, seeing none.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Thank you, Mayor Welsh. You are an amazing leader. You are a tough act to follow. I am humbled, and I am proud to accept the nomination for mayor. I will serve the city with every ounce of my being. I am just so privileged and honored to serve the people of Coconut Creek, a city that I truly love, and never thought that I would reach the ranks of mayorship for this wonderful city. Thank you all. It is an honor and a pleasure to serve with each and every one of you on this commission. Thank you. Okay. So bear with me, guys.
You got this.
I've got this. As the newly appointed mayor, it is now time to ask for nominations for vice mayor. Are there any nominations for vice mayor? I will pass the gavel.
All right.
Thank you. And it is my privilege to nominate Jeffrey Wasserman as vice mayor.
You want the gavel back?
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Oh, gosh, I'm looking.
Thank you. Do we have any other nominations for vice mayor? There is only one nominee. I hereby declare Jeffrey Wasserman vice mayor for the city of Coconut Creek. Okay.
I got a lot of stuff.
No bag, just stuff.
Okay. Okay. Vice Mayor Wasserman, welcome.
You want your cushion?
We'll do that later. Thank you.
You need your cushion?
Okay. Now that we're seated, thank you so much. We will return to our agenda items. Would you like to say something, Vice Mayor Wasserman?
I'm beyond honored to be recognized as vice mayor for this beautiful city. I thank you for the nomination, Mayor, and the support of the commission. And I know the next year is going to be exciting with so many things to come. And this team's a special team, and I'm super excited to help lead it. And it's going to be a great year. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Okay. We will now have input from the public on non-agenda or consent agenda items. I remind everyone wishing to speak that all comments must pertain to city business. Respect and proper decorum will be maintained. Behavior that disrupts the orderly conduct of this meeting, such as clapping, shouting, booing, and cheering, is not permitted. Any person who violates the decorum rules will be subject to removal from the commission chambers. City Clerk Kavanaugh, is there anyone who is signed in to speak on non-agenda items or consent agenda items?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to provide input on non-agenda items or consent agenda items that's present? Okay, seeing none, thank you. Move on to our regular agenda. A motion approving the minutes from previous city commission meetings, 2025-022-7R. Is there a motion and a second to approve
Move it.
item 5?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion approved. Yeah. Okay. By Commissioner Welch, Commissioner Rydell, seconded. Are there any questions or comments from City Commission? Okay. Thank you. City Clerk, are there any members of the public who have signed up to speak on this item?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there anyone present who would like to provide input on this item? Are there any further questions or comments from the commission? All right. Thank you. Then, Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Rydell.
Yes.
Commissioner Welch.
Yes.
Commissioner Brody.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wasserman.
Yes.
Mayor Raley.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Resolution 2024-048, a resolution authorizing the city manager or designee to sign outside agency permit applications that bind the city and/or grant permission to access city property for permit-related purposes. Is there a motion and a second?
Move it.
Second.
Thank you. Moved by Commissioner Rydell, seconded by Vice Mayor Wasserman. Public Works will now make the report. Thank you, Harry.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners. There are instances where Public Works needs to submit permit application to various agencies to complete capital improvement projects. Some of the permit language has recently changed, particularly Florida Department of Environmental Protection. And after staff review and including legal review, it was determined the appropriate course of action was to present this resolution authorizing the city manager or her designee to sign these permit applications. Various permit applications range from stormwater permits, use of submerged lands, underground storage tank permits, elevator permits, various permits. It's just the language had some slight change, which binds that the person signing has to bind the corporation, in this case the city, and also have the authority to authorize access onto the property. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Are there any further questions? Okay. Thank you. City Clerk, would you please call the roll? Or is there anyone present that would like to comment?
Nobody has signed up at this time, Mayor.
Thank you. All right, then, please, Mr. Kavanaugh, call the roll.
Commissioner Rydell.
Yes.
Commissioner Welch.
Yes.
Commissioner Brody.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wasserman.
Yes.
Mayor Raley.
Yes. Thank you so much. Now we'll ask for a city manager's report.
Well, a heartfelt congratulations. I'm so looking forward to working with you all again this year, and I just think it will be a wonderful year, and I really just wanted to say congratulations. I did want to cover one topic very quickly with you. In the site plan approval for the Gray Star project, there was discussion of a wall along the north property line. And when we look at the details associated with that wall, it required that a wall be constructed along the south property line of our park. There is currently a black vinyl fence in that location, so I'd just like to put on the record that we think the wall in that location is inappropriate. It would be a long-term maintenance issue, and it would also block the view of the beautiful natural area. So just for the purposes of cleaning up the record, I just wanted to bring that to your attention and let you know that it's staff's expectation that we will eliminate that portion of the wall, unless you have any objections, and if you do, we will bring it back for your formal approval.
I know that's the only part of the wall that'll not be a wall?
Well, yes.
That was a part of our discussions, 2 years ago when we did it?
Yes.
Or a year and a half, I guess? Okay.
Because of the FP&L easement, there are portions of it that become more fence-like, but it is a screen.
Okay.
That's all I have to report, but again, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. City Attorney report.
Good evening. First of all, I want to say congratulations. I also just have a very brief report, and I just want to update you as it relates to the landfill and the litigation against Broward County on the landfill. Today, we filed a Chapter 120 petition with the Division of Administrative Hearings and a complaint with Broward County Circuit Court under Section 163.3215, both challenging the consistency of the ordinances providing the horizontal and vertical expansion with the comprehensive plan. We are still proceeding with the Chapter 164 intergovernmental dispute process in the hopes that we may be able to resolve things. But if not, we did go ahead and reserve our rights and file those 2 actions today. And there may be future actions if we aren't able to resolve everything after we go through the Chapter 164 process. All of this we had discussed previously, but I just wanted to let you know it was filed today. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Okay, Commission communications. Commissioner Rydell.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Just a brief update on the Solid Waste Authority. Vice Chair Furr has made it clear that the county, that he's not going to spearhead an effort to purchase the 26 acres per the expansion that happened prior to the litigation. We do have 2 members of the County Commission that will sponsor the item for discussion that's going to be coming on, ideally, the County Commission agenda prior to the summer. So I'm going to make sure to update you all, because we're going to need all the people in this room and all the people in the city to advocate for the county to purchase that acreage for, because really it also adversely affects any expansion height-wise as well due to the footprint it is. So I'll keep you all updated on that. I don't want to belabor in terms of events or anything like that. I will just say this, congratulations to all of you, new Mayor Raley, Vice Mayor Wasserman, Sandy, Jackie, the election. Congratulations again. And I'll just say this, the people in this room, my family and friends, Jackie's family and friends, Sandy's family and friends, you guys have been staunch supporters not just of this city, but of elected officials of the government process and have been engaged. Thank you. Whether or not you voted for me, it doesn't matter. It's thank you, thank you, thank you, because thank you, Marilyn, for voting for me. I appreciate that. But that's not the point. The point is this only works when we have people that are active, that care and get engaged. And just by the showing in this room, we have people that are active, that care, and are engaged. So not just to the congratulations, thank you to every single person in this room for coming this evening. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Commissioner Welsh.
Thank you very much, and congratulations all the way around, Mayor Raley, Vice Mayor Wasserman, and I too want to say that it isn't just us that runs for office and serves. It's our families and it's our friends that really stick with us. But I told others that will listen early on, time management is everything. I learned that early from American Express. Put everything that you intend to do in the course of a day or a week on your calendar. You put your family on your calendar, you put your faith on your calendar, and you put your work and family and friends on your calendar, because otherwise something suffers, and you don't want to do your job and have others left behind. And I just want to recognize that my granddaughter and her husband are here tonight, and they're new residents of Coconut Creek, And we thank you for coming back from Arizona and moving here and hopefully raising your family here, because it matters. That's what people do. Once they see Coconut Creek, they just want to come and be a part of it, even if they left for a short term. So thanks for everyone being here. And I just loved what I did last year, but I love what I do anyway. So the title doesn't matter. It's the work and the people that do. Thank you.
Yes, Commissioner Brody.
Thank you, Mayor. So last week I had the honor of representing Coconut Creek up in Tallahassee, so I got a lot to get through because I met with a ton of people up there. And a lot of it will impact us either now or within the next year, year and a half. A lot of us got to meet Coral Springs and Coconut Creek and not Margate, sorry, Tommy, you weren't there. Parkland. We met with the Representative Abbott, who's trying to undo what we did with our E911. And he's got a bill up there trying to consolidate E911 communication into a county level. Well, if you guys have known what we just did in the last couple of years, that's undoing what we just did with Coral Springs. So there was a great meeting. They ended up pulling the bill and only funding a survey to find out if it's feasible to do it in the cities. We stated our case, which was, it was nice to see all the cities up there shoulder to shoulder in the room, kind of overwhelmed them. So we were able to kind of, convince them that maybe in Broward County, BSO isn't the answer. So hopefully we can continue to push that. I was able to support a couple of bills up there too. One of them was I'm going to butcher this, but it's called Xenolin. It's a horse tranquilizer that there's laced in drugs that is being distributed. It's much, it's narcon resistant. So once it's in your system, they can't help it. And even keeps fentanyl from being it makes it narcon resistant too. So what these bills do is it puts the laws as trafficking as small as a gram. And that way there's some teeth to it. Now what that did in the fentanyl bill was it dropped down the percentage of usage by 42%. So we're trying to get ahead of this bill at the state level, so which means we're going to probably see this one kind of glide through. It was good to be able to support it. I met with a couple of the senators afterwards, Senator Martin and Senator Tom Leek, and we discussed some of the issues and hangups that they might see with this, but it's actually a great bill for saving people's lives. So it was really great to be able to kind of be part of that system and do that. Also met with Agricultural Senator Trunow and his assistant, Eric, and they helped us get through some of our agriculture. As you know, we don't have a lot of agriculture, but we sure need to get tuned up to what is going on in that area. So it was nice to sit down with them and go through a lot of that bills that are being passed and making sure that we're not going to be impacted in our equine park area. Also had the honor to help put a handshake together with the Broward College president, Tori Alston, and the union to try to help our professors at Broward College get a raise if you didn't know it. The other two colleges in our area, in Palm Beach and Dade County, have had a 10 to 14% raise in the last couple of years. Our Broward College right here in Coconut Creek had a 1%. They actually have a kitchen once a month or once a week that the teachers or professors can go to pick up groceries. That's kind of a sad statement for a professor, and to be honest with you, I couldn't believe that was even a thing. So I was able to put some handshake together, especially with the senator, and I'm going to butcher this woman's name, I'm sorry. Her name is Alexis Cadiol, and she is the education professor for that age group. And so we were able to kind of put some handshakes together, and hopefully we can get some good negotiations out of that for our professors here in our city. Of course, met with Christine Huchansky, Representative Christine Huchansky and Dan Daly, and they ushered us into the insurance. Yeah, that's a big topic right now, and some of it was a little discouraging just because timelines, I mean, it is moving at the speed of government. There were things that he told us that were a little discouraging, but on the end of the discouraging is we're near the end of this. What he said was when we make change, it takes up to 36 months for us at this level of a resident to see it. Well, the good news is they dropped that stone 2 years ago, so the ripple is only about a year away before we start seeing relief on some of these insurance issues. They're also bringing people in to help offset those those other insurance companies that are here and making some deals. So things are in the works. Kind of came with a little warm fuzzy, I hope. I hope he's right that all this stuff happens, because I think we all need a little relief from that insurance problem. And, you know, the thing that discouraged me is he said, shop, 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 shop. And usually home insurance, you got it for the year, maybe 5 years, 6 years, you wouldn't shop it. But his recommendation is continue to shop your insurance every 6 months. I know that's a pain because I hate doing it with my car, but, you know, listen, anything we can do to help this insurance cost stay at a low level. They're watching the data who's shopping, so that's important too, because they're collecting that data who's redoing their insurances every 60 months to a year. So keep at it, folks. Hopefully within the year we'll start seeing some stuff break here. I also got to meet with the DEP Deputy Director Alan Blaylock and discuss some things on PFAS and some of the stuff going on. It was very interesting. Because it's so new, there's not a lot of stuff for them on PFAS. If you don't know PFAS, that's forever plastics. They get in our bodies. And there was a lot of stuff that he came out and said, well, you know, we have these grants to test water, grants to, if somebody decides that they can find a way to fix it, there's grants there for that. So the state's prepared as soon as somebody can jump on it. So that was very interesting to hear his take on it. And also brought up our little fun hill over here, Monarch Hill, with him, and he's going to be looking into some things too on that. So it was a very successful thing, and like I said, it was a lot to take right now. I know everyone to go out and have a good time, but I got to justify my trip up there, and I think that pretty much says I knocked as many doors as I possibly could in 3 days. So that's all I have, and I hope everybody has a great night.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Wasserman.
Thank you, Mayor. You know when you're in a room and you hear a kid in the back and they're screaming? That's my kid. You're always like, man, that kid. So I want to say thanks to my wife and Olivia for being here. You know, I should have thanked originally, but I was a little in shock at everything. So yeah, no, I love you, Kristen. I love you, Olivia, and really very special. I was also at Broward Days with Commissioner Brody over in Tallahassee, and lot of good things, and especially, you know, I was able to meet with Bernadette. We met with somebody from the appropriations chair, talking about our fleet building. It needs repair, so it's a $2 million job. And we asked for $800,000. We had a great conversation, and I do think I am pretty optimistic we'll be able to get that money, hopefully, if everything works out to plan. But it was a positive, great conversation. Met with the insurance, the commissioner of insurance, and yeah, I think that was great advice that Commissioner Brody brought with him was shop, shop, shop. Keep it going, because once you're invested, they keep raising you up. You know how it goes. What else? And then also, can you believe this, though, that Holocaust Remembrance Day, January 27th, is something that the state of Florida does not recognize as, you know, as a landmark kind of Remembrance Day. It was just proposed in the House and in the Senate. I was there to waive for it, and January 27th, 2026. Hopefully will be the first time that the state of Florida recognizes National Holocaust International Remembrance Day, which is the day we do here every year. That's it. I just want to say thank you. I hope everybody, I look forward to a great year. I really do. We need some positivity, and it's just going to be awesome. And Mayor, I'm very excited to lead side by side with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice Mayor Wasserman. I want to thank everyone in this room, everyone in Coconut Creek. This is an amazing city. We cannot do what we do without you. Your support, your encouragement, yes, even your criticism helps us be better commissioners, better leaders, better servants for you. So thank you. Don't stop giving us your input, your wishes, your desires, your needs, because that leads us. And Vice Mayor Wasserman, that's a sound of joy. I know. So, She, well, we have to adjourn very soon. But I do want to say thank you again. I am honored again. Congratulations to my fellow candidates. We are where we belong. Thank you so much. Thank you, staff. You guys are amazing. My family, for what you guys have put up with for the last whatever. I'm not easy. I want to thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for surprising me, my daughter and my grandkids at 1:30 this morning from New York to be here with me for this momentous occasion. My family, my extended family, and my friends, thank you. Before we adjourn, we do have refreshments, so please stick around. I do want to mention a couple of things so that you feel that we're not alone in our battles. Okay, not just landfill, not just turnpike. There are things that we do have to consider. One of the major issues is this Live Local Act. You may not be familiar with it, but House Bill 943 is looking to take every ounce of authority that the local municipality has in restricting development and redevelopment of properties. We would not be able to do height restrictions, density, even religious organizations that have property. Actually, I could state a list of what we can't do, even if we had initiated our ordinances prior to this. We cannot restrict anything that has been put in place, and that is also quasi-judicial procedures, reducing parking, direct or indirect limits on height or density, delays. Any delays that we might make or initiate is illegal. The last sentence was basically anything that pertains to this Live Local Act that any municipality has altered is illegal. So we have to, as a unified community, and I'm talking to our neighbors as well, our neighboring cities, we have to get out there and fight this bill, okay? Because it will take all our authority away, okay?
Mayor, if I may?
So, yes,
I just want to
sure.
inquire if the city clerk for the next meeting could prepare proclamations for Andy Welsh, John Raley, and Jamie Rydell in appreciation for this past election cycle. I'll let that sink in for a minute. That's all I have. I move to adjourn.
Okay, thank you. Meeting adjourned.